Welcome. Let's look at what we got for today. Actually, for last week, let's do small review of what we got or had last week. I was looking for buys, but let's go to the 1 hour time frame. I was looking for buys above the structure somewhere around here, stop loss here to get my TP. And after that was done, I anticipated price at least to keep pumping. I expected price to keep pumping, especially after bullishly breaching this high, to keep pumping at least to this level, better still, this level. So this will be first area of anticipated TP. This will be second area of anticipated TP. But price will always do what it's got to do. What happened? After price, I started noticing that price was in an impasse, meaning it was not really going anywhere, not going forward, not going backwards. Gauging momentum, I discovered that this is a retracement phase. Beautiful. Price supposed to retrace weak. It did. This is the continuation phase, which is the impulse leg. Beautiful. Price broke and closed above the resistance. Beautiful. That means that the next candle should continue pushing. Ideal forex kind of perspective. Everyone would understand that you got an impulsive move, you got weak retracement, you got continuation of the impulsive move, break of resistance, retracement again, continuation of impulsive move, break of resistance, so you keep making higher high and higher low. However, something strange occurred. Price just broke down back into the range. Like, this is the resistance that was created. Price came and closed back inside of it. I'm like, what exactly is going on? This is not ideal forex kind of market setup. So I said, okay, if price comes and breaks this low, takes it out, which is this demand zone here, that will indicate further bearish momentum. Okay, most days I don't have two bias for the day. Would I say then like biases? I don't have two kind of ways of looking at the market. But for Friday, I was like, okay, if this occurs, would go down. However, I am favoring the sentiment to go up, which is for the buys. Let's see what happened. Let me put up all this. As you can see, the buys played out, gave me my TP right to the T. Yeah, not this bullish candle, but the bearish candle, the top wick gave me my TP. Then price broke down. Then the sales got activated. Now I have something I'm working on right now, which is going to refine the strategy, make it but I don't want to be in a hurry to twitch it because I want to see how I can reduce the stop loss and maximize the profit. But if that would make me reduce my win rate, then that will let go of it. I want my win rate to be as high as it is, however, reduce the my exposure in the market. So what I'm trying to say is that this is the bearish breach. Let me close all this. This is the bearish breach that we got like this. This is the retracement. So what if we could enter price somewhere around here with our stop loss TB staying here, as in, then our TP here. We have maximized our profit and reduced our exposure in the market. But let me say this. We have not actually reduced our exposure in the market. The only thing that I would change would be before we used to do 1:1 risk to reward. Our risk will still be 1% of the account, but our reward could be this instead of 1:1, this could be 1:1.5 or so. Looking at this, okay, it could be 1:1.5 or so, something of this nature. Entering here, stop loss here, dip it down, okay, 1 is to 2.6 thereabout. So you see that it gives a better kind of risk to reward. So this is what I'm working on. However, I won't be in a rush to try to modify it. Okay, we got a high win rate. Most of our trades always end in profit. Okay, however, I do not want to just switch it in order to cause a pandemonium. With that being said, this is what for GJ right now, I am not looking to take any buys. I'm not looking to take any sells because there is no setup. The only setup I was waiting for was to take these sales during pre-London or London Open as we've approached it. But this occurred during the sneaky guys, the Asian session, not the Asian people, please. Don't get me wrong. The Asian session. Okay. So they snuck on me, took the sales. So I want to see if we can get a new setup. Right now, I don't want to just push my self beyond what I'm anticipating. Okay. Now let's look at it on this other way. Look at it from this other angle. For GJ, there's something I talked about. I think I need to throw more light on it again or treat it here. We had a setup which most of you would know as the inverse head and shoulder pattern. Okay, and this one was the equal neck, not the one that is not equal or lopsided. Sometimes we could have something of this nature. No, not that one. That one is almost equal. We could have something of this nature. We could have something of this nature, depending on how you draw it. What I'm trying to say is this nature. I want to draw this up like this. You could have something of this nature. Each of them are patterns that you could use to help you analyze the market. Yeah, like what I always say, do not rely on patterns, try to understand the market. Okay, your ability to interpret the market would save you a lot of hassle tomorrow. So, looking at the market, I was like, okay, I'm taking buys, I'm in favor of buys to mirror this clean traffic to the left. However, this is where a bad boy was waiting for me. Okay, and this bad boy showed that it was really a bad boy. Without much ado, this was where my sale was taken, which is below this right shoulder, in anticipation that price should do what? Anticipation of price dropping to this low, and that is exactly what price did. That was exactly what price did. So this is for GJ, British Pound Japanese Yen. Without much ado, like I said, I don't have any buyers right now. I don't want to jump into taking any sales because there is no clear market setup. Yes, this could drop because this bearish candle has broken the low of this candle. It could drop. However, I don't want to just jump into taking, even if it drops 50 pips, 100 pips, no problem. No matter how low price drops, it will always give you some retracement. So I could take the retracement, take buys coming up, then join the sales coming down. Though I did not catch this, which is not a high probability trade. However, I would catch two trades here that are high probability, or certainly one trade which is to retest this low, which is high probability. So whichever one comes first, but I'm not in a rush to catch this that does not fit into my trading strategy. Okay, so this is for British Pound Japanese Yen. The next one I'll be looking at is what I'm looking at next is gold. Okay, for gold has been dilly-dallying lately, not really telling us what it wants to do. So at the moment, we are on 4 hours demand zone. Okay, demand zone or demand block, how you want to put it. And price has come right at this area, anywhere from here, price could start doing what? Rejecting. Okay, anywhere from here, price could start rejecting. At the moment, this 4 hour resistance does not hold anymore. Okay, if we go to the 1 hour, I believe we'll be on 1 hour support. Yeah, look at it. 1 hour support or demand zone. Okay, so what we can expect from now is that price should do what? Go up. So I am more on the buy sentiment for price to go up. However, I'm not just going to rush into taking any buys until we, at least on the 30 minutes time frame, we come above this resistance here. That will give me a favorable place to take my buys above this resistance for price to do what? Push upwards. I don't want to take sales at the moment unless we get a clean bearish breach below this 4 hour support. But even at that, this was exactly what happened some days back. Even if we get a bearish breach, we'll be going into the daily demand or daily support, which is not really good. So with that being said, I'm just going to chill. Let's see what gold will do during this London session. If it gives me any setup during the New York, good. If nothing is done, then we call it a day. Okay? At least the best thing is to protect your capital whilst you look for avenues to increase it. Not look for avenues to increase it, then protecting or preserving comes second. Nah. Okay, that is on gold. Nothing much on gold at the moment. We could take take buys, but don't forget this level here. This level here could make price to do what? Come down if you're taking buys somewhere around here. Be careful of this. Sweet buys will be above here. Okay, sweet buys will be above here, and this is what we are targeting. We've been targeting this for weeks. Now, if you had taken the buys like I did a while ago, there was a buy I took somewhere around here. If you are taking these buys, you will just hold your position. This is where we are targeting, this weekly support. This is where we are targeting here. And price has been going, dropping, going, dropping, just doing like that, but this is where it wants to hit. Immediately it strikes this, then we can anticipate a hard bearish dump. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at on gold. Without much ado, let's look at Bitcoin, which is the last but not the least. Bitcoin. Bitcoin has performed and is performing just like we anticipated. Okay, so let me take all this out. For Bitcoin, I'm not in a hurry to take any buys yet because there's something I saw that made me to just want to step on my brake pad. Okay, step on my brakes. What is that? Look at this very well. This bullish candle failed to close above this level here, 24,896.64 price level. It failed to break and close above. Instead, it broke but closed below. And if you check, this level has been respected several times in the past. First touch, second touch, third touch, this is the fourth touch. However, there is no bullish breach. So all I want to see is for price to do what? Give me a bullish breach for me to continue my bullish momentum. With that being said, I drop down to the 1 hour time frame to see if we can get something like that. Just like we were discussing, look at it. This bullish candle broke above, however, is coming down. So, but if we can get a bullish candle close above this level, it could indicate what? Further bullish momentum. I'm in favor of the buys, but however, if the buys doesn't work out, what would I be doing? Nothing much. I would be looking for avenues to take other positions. This is one touch, this is another touch. So scenario one is to take buys going up. This is scenario one. Or we could look for counter trend buys or counter trend sells which will be scenario 1B. Okay, this is scenario 1A, to now retest this high. Okay, we look for counter trend, or we see if we can, below this structure, we can look for sales. This will give me scenario 2. With that being said, this is what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the only one that gave a setup because Bitcoin, it trades even weekends, so price could do anything while it's waiting for things to do. So this is what I was looking at. Okay, the last but not the least, don't forget, is subscribe. There is a button here on the screen, or even if you go down, there's a subscribe button. Then hit that notification button so that you'll be notified when I release new stuff. It's in the shape of a bell. Don't forget to comment. I appreciate every comment, whether DMs or on the YouTube channel or on the Telegram group. I appreciate. And then don't forget to like. All the best. Peace. Baraka Bashad.